Hello friends, welcome back. In the previous lecture and in the fifth lecture, we have studied checkbox and checkbox group, which is used to create radio buttons. In the sixth lecture, we are going to study new two controls, choice, list control. These two controls we are going to study in this sixth lecture. First, choice control. A choice class is used to create a pop-up list of items from which the user may choose. Consider, suppose we are filling online form, and in that form the fields are like this: select a city, or select a country, or what is the state of your user, like this. Then we are clicking on that control and list is opened, pop-up list is opened, and that design is done by using the choice control, and from that we are choosing one of the value item. Okay, this design is done by using this choice control. So a choice class is used to create a pop-up list of items from which the user may choose. Thus, a choice control is a form of menu which can act like a menu. When inactive, a choice component takes up only enough space to show the currently selected item. When the user clicks on it, the whole list of choices pops up and a new selection can be made. Each item in the list is a string that appears as a left justified label in the order it is added to the choice object. Choice only defines the default constructor, which creates an empty list which has only default constructor without having the parameter, that is the default constructor, and that one of the constructor is for only choice, which creates an empty list. In order to add a selection or item to the list, we need to use add method, and its syntax is as follow: void add string name. By using this syntax, or by using like this add method, we are going to add items to the list. Here name is the name of the item being added. Items are added to the list in the order in which calls to add method occur. In order to determine which item is currently selected, we may call either any one of the following methods. To show or to display the currently selected item, we are having the methods like this: string get selected item, second integer get selected index. These are the two methods. The get selected item method returns a string containing the name of the item, and get selected index method returns the index of the item. The first item is at index position 0, 0th position, first item is there. By default, the first item added to the list is selected. For obtaining the number of items in the list, we are calling get item count method, G small, I capital, C capital, get item count method, which returns the number of items in the list. We can set the currently selected item using the select method with either a 0 based integer index or a string that will match a name in the list. Like these methods we can use with the choice control: get selected item, get selected index, get item count, select method, like these methods. These methods are shown here: integer get atom count, wide select into bracket integer index, wide select into bracket string name. Given an index, we can obtain the name associated with the atom at that index by calling getAtom method, which has the syntax like this: string getAtom into bracket integer index. Here index specifies the index of the desired atom. Like this, number of methods are provided for the choice control. Now one of the example for this demonstration of choice list example, already we have seen how to write the AWT abstract window toolkit programs using applet. Okay, keep in mind that we have also studied template. In the template, first thing import the packages. Here our program is demonstration of choice list. First thing is the import java.awt.star semicolon. Second, import java.awt.applet. These are the two packages we have imported here. Next, start multi-line comment and start the applet tag. Applet code equal to class name, what that is choice demo. Applet code equal to choice demo, width 300, height 180. Close this tag, close the applet tag, close the multi-line comment. Like this we have written the applet tag. Next, declare the class, public class choice demo extends applet. We are doing applet program. Next, open the curly bracket. It is a choice declaration of the choice objects. In the class body we are declaring as a choice objects, that is OS comma browser. These are the two objects we have declared variable choice variables. Choice, first is the OS, second is the browser. One of the variable MSG string MSG initialized with null value. Next, take the method public void init, applets init method initializations we are doing here. Open curly bracket, choice object OS equal to new choice default constructor which creates here OS object. Then browser equal to new browser, here browser as a object is created. Browser equal to new choice. Okay, like this we have created OS object, browser object, and to these objects, these are the choice objects. To add the items to this, we need to call the add method. So that syntax is os.add into bracket Windows 98 XP first atom, second os.add Windows NT, os.add Solaris, os.add Mac OS. Like this OSs we are added to the OS. Next, browser.add Netscape, browser.add Netscape 4.x, browser.add 5.x Netscape, browser.add Netscape 6.x. like this browsers we have added. Next, browser.add Internet Explorer 4.0, browser.add Internet Explorer 5.0, browser.add Internet Explorer 6.0, browser.add Linux 2.4, browser.select Netscape 4.x. Like this we have added the items to the list choice control choice list. Next, after adding the items to the choice control, we need to add these choices to the window. For that, add into bracket OS, add into bracket browser. Like this syntaxes we need to use. Next, close the init method. After this, we are handling or we are drawing one of the message public void paint graphics g dot draw string example of choice control 100 comma 120. Like this you can use the program. Okay, once again see this program. Import applet tag public class choice demo extends applet to objects OS and browser string OS equal to new choice, browser equal to new choice, OS dot add. Like this you can add the items to the choice control. Next, these controls to add it to the window. After that, public void paint method, in that g dot draw string example of choice control. Like this you can write the program for the choice control. Now compilation for this program. Go to the command prompt, starts command prompt cmd, open this, cd d colon cd space ajp d colon ajp folder, and in this check the JavaC path is set or not. JavaC's path is okay. Then compilation JavaC space choice demo, check choice demo. This is our program. Compilation is okay, there is no error. Go to the execution, write applet viewer space choice demo dot java. Then this is the output for our program. Here two controls we have created, OS and browser, and this opens the pop-up window, and in that window we have added 4 items. That items are displayed here. Whenever we are clicking on this exam, then there is a selection. Like this we can do the choice program, choice demo. Okay, this is the output of this program. Okay, next this is the output for the current program, choice demo. Next control we are going to study is the list control, list in Java. The list class provides a compact multiple choice scrolling selection list. A list class provides a compact multiple choice scrolling selection list. Means a scroll bar is provided to this control, and by using that scroll bar we can scroll the items or we can drag the items like this, and multiple items we can select in this list control. Unlike the choice object which shows only the single selected item in the menu, a list object can be constructed to show any number of choices in the visible window. It can also be created to allow multiple selections. List provides following these constructors. First, list default constructor. Second, list integer number of rows. Third, list integer number of rows boolean multiple select. The first version creates a list control that allows only one item to be selected at any one time. In the second form, the value of num rows specifies the number of entries in the list that will always be visible. Others can be scrolled into view as needed. Means suppose in the item list there are 10 items, and we have provided num rows as a 4 value, then default 4 values, 4 items are displayed. Remaining items we want to view, then we need to scroll that list values. In the third form, if multiple select is true, then the user may select 2 or more items at a time. If it is false, then only one item may be selected. And this, it has a 3 constructors: default, integer num rows, and third list into bracket integer num rows comma boolean value. For adding a selection to the list, we need to call add method, same like choice control. It has the syntax or following form: void add string name, void add string name comma integer index. Here name is the name of item added to the list. The first form adds item to the end of the list. The second form adds the item at the index specified by index value. Indexing begins at 0. We can specify -1 to add the item to the end of the list. For lists that allow only single selection, we can determine which item is currently selected by calling either of the following methods, that are get selected item or get selected index, same like choice controls method. These methods are shown here: string get selected item, second integer get selected index. The get selected item method returns a string containing the name of the item. If more than one item is selected, or if no selection has yet been made, null is returned. Get selected index method returns the index of the item. The first item is at index 0. If more than one item is selected, or if no selection has yet been made, -1 is returned. For lists that allow multiple selection, we must use either get selected items or get selected indexes, and these methods are shown here: string array get selected items, integer array get selected indexes. To return, these methods returns the arrays. The get selected items method returns an array containing the names of the currently selected items, and the get selected indexes method returns an array containing the indexes of the currently selected items. In order to obtain the number of items in the list, we need to call get item count method. Get item count. We can set the currently selected item by using the select method with a 0 based integer index. These methods are shown here: integer get item count, void select integer index. Given an index, we can obtain the name associated with the item at that index by calling get item method, which has the general form like this: string get item into bracket integer index. Here index specifies the index of the desired item. By using this, we can identify the item or return a item. This is called as the list control, and these are the methods of list control. Example for the list control: list demo. We have written one program for the list demo. Here first thing we have imported: import java.awt.star semicolon import java.awt java.applet.star semicolon, these two packages started the multi-line comment, start multi-line comment, take the applet tag, applet code equal to list demo. Here list demo is the class of our list, width 300, height 180, close the applet tag, close the applet tag, close multi-line comment, start our class, public class list demo extends applet, open curly bracket. Here we have declared two list objects, list OS comma browser. Here's one of the variable string msg equal to null initialization, init method public void init. In this method we are initializing these two objects, open curly bracket. Next initialize the OS object like this, OS equal to new list into bracket 4 comma true. 4 means num. In the syntax or in the constructor we have seen first parameter number of rows, num rows, comma second parameter boolean true. Here we have passed a true value, means OS object is a multiple select list. Next we have declared browser, initialized browser equal to new list 4 comma false, means this list defines number of rows, it is 4 value, by default 4 items are displayed on the screen, comma false means this browser value is not a multi-select. Next we need to add items to the list by calling the add method, os.add into bracket windows 98/xp, windows.add os.add windows NT 2000, os.add Solaris, os.add Mac OS. Next after this we need to add browser items, browser.add Netscape 3.4, browser.add Netscape 4.x, browser.add Netscape 5.x, browser.add Netscape 6.x, browser.add Internet Explorer 4.0, browser.add Internet Explorer 5.0, browser.add Internet Explorer 6.0, browser.add Linux 2.4, browser.select one index position. Here provided 1 and that atom is by default selected. Next after adding the items to the list we need to add these two controls on the window by using add method, add into bracket OS, add into bracket browser. These two statements adds these two controls to the window, that is applet window. Close the init method. Next public void paint graphics G, open this method, write the one of the variable idx, integer idx array, msg equal to, we have initialized the message as a current OS, msg equal to current OS, then idx equal to, we have taken one method get selected indexes method, idx equal to os dot get selected indexes, and which has number of indexes are stored in idx array. And to read from this we need to use for loop for integer I equal to 0, I less than idx dot length, which calculates the how many indexes are stored in a idx variable, semicolon I plus plus. Next message where initialize message msg plus equal to os dot get atom idx into bracket I. Okay. For each and every index position, it takes the atom and which is stored into the message variable, plus double quotation space double quotation semicolon. Next, g dot drawstring msg comma 6 comma 120 msg values we have printed. Next, msg equal to, we are reinitialized msg equal to current browser. Then msg plus equal to browser dot get selected atom g dot string drawstring msg comma 6 comma 140, close the paint method, close the class. Like this way we can write the list program, and what are the atoms selected that are taken by using these methods: get selected indexes, get selected atom. Like these methods we are going to use. Now compile this program. What is the name of this program? listdemo.java. Okay, here we need to write the java c space listdemo.java. Press enter. If everything okay, compilation is okay, there is no error, to execute or to run this program, write the applet viewer on screen, applet viewer space listdemo.java. Then this is the output of this program. You can see here windows. When we are selecting window, this is a multi select. Then you can select here multiple atoms like this, and here you can select only one atom at a time, and it is a scroll bar is provided for the atoms. Number of atoms are more, and default value we have provided only 4, and 4 atoms here displayed. So like this, and here you can select only one atom. Refresh this page, and here message values on this current OS selection is shown by this, like Windows XP, Windows NT, Solaris, Mac OS. Like this we have selected, and current browser Netscape 3.x we have selected. Or you can select like this, unselect, and select the Netscape 5.x. You can refresh this window, you can see the output is changed. Current OS Windows NT, Windows XP, NT, Mac OS. Solaris is not selected, so Solaris is not displayed on this output, and we have selected browser Netscape 5.x. Like this, friends, you can use the choice control and list control in the AWT or Advanced Java programming. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for watching this lecture, and for your next video you can like, subscribe and share this video to your friends. Thank you.